It's a live picture here of the Civic Center in Uvalde, Texas. This is where parents have been coming all day long to find out whether or not their 6-year-old child is still alive and what happened to them. You can see two parents there through the window, presumably parents consoling each other. I don't know if they're waiting, if they know. We don't know. This is the reality of the situation in South Texas today, just not too far from the southern border. 19 children, 2 teachers slain at an elementary school by a teenager, 18-year-old Salvador Ramos at that school right there. The motive at this hour still unknown. Very twisted young man from all indications. His pictures seem to indicate that as well. Joining us now with the latest is Lieutenant Christopher Olivarez of the Texas Department of Public Safety. And Lieutenant, thank you so much. And you've been updating a lot of people all night long, and we really do appreciate that. The very latest tonight, what do you know about how this happened, how this went down earlier today?
Right. So good evening, Rob. Great to be with you. So I just want to touch something real quick. You're right on point what you said. A very twisted, evil individual that conducted this mass shooting right now. And I don't even want to mention his name because he does not deserve to get this recognition right now. And we got to offer our prayers and condolences to the families, to the victims, and those brave law enforcement that responded to the scene that were able to kill this gunman and prevent any further loss of life. What we do know, though, Rob, is that prior to this mass shooting at the school, he was involved in a domestic disturbance with his grandmother, in which he did shoot his own grandmother. That was prior to the mass shooting. And then local law enforcement received a call of a crash and a gunman in the proximity of the school. From that point, what we do know is that the gunman was able to make entry into the school. And at that point, Rob just started shooting children, teachers, anybody that was in his way. He was shooting every single person in his path. But our brave law enforcement responded on the scene, local, county, state, federal. When they encountered this gunman, they were met with gunfire. This gunman was wearing body armor, some type of tactical body armor, and he actually shot 2 police officers as they were exchanging gunfire. We did have a special response team, which is a tactical team that arrived on scene, and they also were met with gunfire by this gunman. But they were able to shoot and kill this gunman and to prevent any further loss of life. So right now, we do have confirmed it's 19 children, 2 adults, which were teachers in this school, in this small community of Uvalde.
And it is a small community. Talk about that community. I mean, how tight-knit it is. It's a small town. This is going to affect everybody. This is going to affect neighboring towns, that whole area of South Texas.
You're right, Rob. This is a border town. It's a very small town here near Eagle Pass, Del Rio area. Of course, like you mentioned, a very tight-knit community. Everyone here knows each other. Law enforcement, the community. That's why today, just to see the bravery, the heroism from these brave law enforcement that arrived on scene, working together. We have FBI, ATF, every single law enforcement entity right now working together, trying to put the clues together to determine exactly what triggered this gunman, what were the motives, and most importantly, Rob, trying to reunite these children and identify the loss of life.
Lieutenant Christopher Olivarez, Texas Department of Public Safety. Thank you, sir, for taking the time. We appreciate it. It's evident now more than ever we have a mental health problem in this country. If you can't wrap your head around that, I don't know what to tell you, but we have some very, very sick people, and I don't know what the answer is.